kwentuhan, manalbeta mo yan, painawaman o mamangan, taga Central Luzon, let's carry on, Tagalog man o Kapampangan. It's a beautiful night, and you are in spotlight.
Magandang araw mga kaibigan, oras na naman upang hanapin ang nagniningning na liwanag sa puso ng ating panauhin. Dito lamang po sa Spotlight. Masarap at malinamnam at masahog ang episode natin ngayon dahil kasama natin ngayon ang napakagaling na chef, si Noel Hizon. Magandang araw po.
Ay, magandang araw din.
Anyway, mga kaibigan, si Noel, bago po natin i-continue yung interview, pagmamalaki ko po ito kasi he has fed 3 presidents. Presidents Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, President Joseph Estrada, and President Noynoy Aquino. Mga kaibigan, Noel.
Yes.
Noel Hizon. Noel Ocampo Hizon. Saan ka lumaki? Dito, sa Pampanga ka ba lumaki o sa Makati?
Makati. But every weekend, my parents, they bring us here to Pampanga. Me and my brothers, we go to our lolo's house. It's in San Matias. Ay,
Yes.
Oh, tama, San Matias.
The
Then we stay there overnight, then go back to Manila because we studied there.
I see. Saan ka nag-aaral sa Manila?
San Agustin.
I see. High school and college?
High school. High school, college, medyo interesting, no? Nung when I was a kid, no, I didn't like going to school eh. Always absent, lagi pinapagaling na teacher.
Talaga?
So, after I graduated high school, I had a hard time looking for schools because of my conduct
Okay.
and my ano. So, sabi ko, I'll pass siguro 1 year, then apply again. But my dad forced me to go to school, like in high school. Lagi-lagi pag hindi ako papasok, he goes there, he brings me to school. You have to go, ganyan. Medyo stubborn eh. So,
Artist.
I don't know yung ano.
Okay.
So yun, I went to this school, recommended by our friend. It's a computer school. Ang layo sa profession ko ngayon.
Oh, okay.
So I took CISM, I think it's Computer Systems Management something. So I just did it, no? Tapos eventually, I was there, going to school. Parang na-control ko yung mga teachers. I had friends. Parang ang bilis, ang dali pala ng college. Tapos magaling kasi ako sa mga debates, magaling ako sa ganyan. Pero hindi ko talaga gusto yung computer. I had no interest. Tapos yun, hanggang naisip ko, I wanted to cook.
When did you start wanting to cook?
Kasi ever since when we were young, no? Okay, may connection yan kung bakit may dim sum versus sushi eh. It's a connection with our restaurant, no? When I was very young, my mom always bring us to a Japanese restaurant. And then my grandfather likes Chinese food. I always had fun with these small rolls. And then when you eat it, parang bursting ng flavors. Biglang, uy, may mayonnaise, the vinegar rice, the nori, tas iba-iba yung loob. So, very interesting in the palate, no? Then, siomai naman, as a kid, I think everyone eats siomai, no?
Yes.
Very interesting, very artistic. Like the hakao, makikita mo, sobrang kristal lang, balat. Very interesting. So, yun talaga yung focus. Parang, wow, I really like Japanese and Chinese food. Talagang, kaya yung up to now, talagang focus ka sa Asian cuisines.
I see. The campus, they like to eat,
Yes, a lot,
diba?
a lot.
Talagang,
My grandfather always cooks every weekend. Different cuisines. You see mga Chinese pearl ball, something like that. Basta, very interesting talaga.
So from that time, na-appreciate mo na yung flavors?
I really love to eat. Up to now.
Yes.
Pag naririnig ko diet, nasisira na ng ulo. Pag all vegetables, kagad, I really love eating.
So, okay. So, malaking influence, no, sa career mo ngayon, at sa pinili mong career, influence ng family?
Malaki. May influence. Pero the funny thing is, no one in my direct family members, no one cooks. No one cooks. Not my mom doesn't cook.
Your dad?
Actually, kahit yung mami ko, bigyan mo ng magandang recipe, palagay ko, pangit yung lasa. So, it's a joke. My dad, he likes to cook pero no talent. And then my brothers, hindi naman, pero mga eaters.
Saan ka nag-aral sa cooking?
I started, ito yung kwento, no? So, I told my mom, no, I was in college, no? Ma, parang gusto ko yata mag-culinary. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, baka naman uso-uso, you just want to do it, ganyan. So, what she did, pinasok niya ako sa restaurant ng uncle ko. Work there.
Which restaurant is this?
This is Kai restaurant.
Yes,
no?
yes.
So, I worked there, did it almost 12 hours a day from morning up to closing, opening, closing. Tapos nakikita ko, doon ko na-realize kung gusto mo maging chef, you have to do it repetitively. Hindi siya yung parang, let's say for example, I cook one dish now, then that's it. Parang, kunyari, making a tempura 10,000 times, parang ganyan. Will I do it every day? Yes. Kaya ko ba? Gusto ko ba? Gigising ba ako sa umaga, excited pa ba ako magluto? Yun yung first ano. Then, talagang nagustuhan ko. Nag-enjoy ako. Enjoy. Then after that, I went to culinary school, no? I went to this school, forgot the name eh. Basta si Jean Gonzalez.
Yes, okay.
So I went there because one of our...
Another Kapampangan.
Yeah. So that's why I chose it because of yung heritage niya, Kapampangan din siya.
Yes. Okay.
So then, after that, yun, travels, and then investment on books, eating outside, friends with other chefs, you learn from them. Tapos, ang dami eh. You go to Japan, you meet people. Katulad nun, we stayed there for roughly almost more than a week, no? Nakatutok lang ako sa kitchen. Dahil sinabi ng mga friends namin, he wants to be a chef. Actually, he's a chef in the Philippines, so he wants to learn more cuisines, no? Yeah. So, tinuturo sa'yo. Marami. Mahaba yung kwento.
How old were you when you did your first project as a chef?
How old? Like this, no? After I graduated, I went to the States. I went there for about half a year. Then I went.
What?
Actually, I went there to take sana mga courses sa CIA, no. Kaya lang because of the schedule, I have to go to New York, I have to go to California, to ganto, Washington. Hindi pumasok sa schedule. Hindi nag-fit sa ano. So, my brother lives there. So I stayed with him, konti vacation after graduating culinary. Then I went back. When I went back, we had this, we rented the old house, no? It used to be run by my brother sa breads and ganito. So sabi ko, why don't I use it to make a commissary? Out of nothing. So what I first did, I was making pizzas. I was creating pizzas, no? So mga friends calling me, uy Noel, order pizza, ganyan. Ganyan muna. Then talagang sushi guy talaga ako eh. Nagsusushi talaga. So my classmate, the mom is with Metrobank. So meron silang meeting for 30. 3-9 nila.
Okay.
3-9 nila. Then, doon ko nakita, pwedeng gawin business yung catering. Kasi ang bilis eh. After the event, basically, your OPEX, tapos na.
Yeah.
Malinaw na. Parang ganon. So, kaya yun nag-focus sa catering.
So, how was your first project? Did they like it?
Siguro, because I got referrals.
I see.
But I don't think it was the best work that I did, no? Siyempre, you learn through experience, no? Ang daming ups and downs, ang daming dadaanan.
Yes. At saka pag may mali, marami nasasayang.
Yes. And ang pinakamasakit dyan, pag nakarinig mo yung kritisismo.
Yes.
Yun yung masakit. Kasi you get offended eh. Siyempre, parang you did your best, tas parang it was not good enough. Yun yung siguro yun up to now. That's why I'm very careful with doing something eh. With doing a dish. Ayoko to make it too complicated na I might ruin the dish. Ma-overpower ko niya sa sauce, ma-overpower sa ganito. Nakakatakot na.
Discipline talaga.
Siguro.
Anong tawag doon? There is precise. Are you precise o katulad ng ibang Kapampangan na pag ganyan-ganyan? Patupik.
By feel, no? Yeah. Yung iba, yung kunyari, salt, tang.
Yeah.
Totoo, ito, you have recipes.
Yes.
To make it exact, no? Para you may consistency.
Yeah.
Kaya lang there are times, sometimes, kahit ginawa ng cook ko, with the same recipe, yung product, it's not the same. Siguro,
why is that?
I think because of passion.
I see.
Because then must make care. Let's say for example ako, when I cook my sushi rice, sample, my staff, kunyari may catering, dalawang function, ako dito sa isa, siya sa isa. Pag nakita ko yung rice niya, ba't parang malabnaw yung sayo? Eh siguro, wala nang care, halo lang ng halo, wala nang ano. Ako, very, very careful sa pag-simmer ng rice, up to ganto, per batch yung marination. So, malaki yung effect. Malaki yung effect. So, yun ang gusto, yun ang pinipreach out namin.
So, that differentiates the cook from
same recipe, different attack, nag-iiba yung lasa.
Nag-iiba talaga. Okay. Makes a big difference. Nga, pagbalik po natin mga kaibigan, pag-uusapan po natin ang dim sum versus sushi na baby po ni Noel.
It's a beautiful night and you are on spotlight. It's a beautiful night and you are on spotlight.
At babalik po ang Spotlight. Ngayon, magpag-uusapan po natin ang napakasarap na restaurant na Dim Sum versus Sushi. How did you come up? Oh, okay, sinabi mo kanina that's how
It started. The inspiration.
Yes, yes,
That's the
yes.
inspiration.
Yes.
I really wanted sushi, dim sum.
Yes, yes.
So, ito, DVS, no? First, I don't know what will I put up, no? Is it a Japanese restaurant? Is it a Chinese restaurant? Eh, kaya lang, pag iniisip ko na mabuti, pag Japanese restaurant, high-end, you're limited to one store.
Yeah.
Kasi you have to focus there. Chinese restaurant naman, marami na. Panto, ganyan.
Yeah.
So sabi ko, I have to think of something. Something different. Sabi ko, why don't I merge
Yes.
two cuisines into one, no? And then sabi ko, ano bang direction? Do we want to be a fine dining restaurant? Do we want to be a casual restaurant? Or do we want to be, kunya, business-wise naman, fast food, dahil madaling i-duplicate?
Yes, oo.
So sabi ko, nag-isip ako ng terms, sabi ko, why don't we try fast to run? Fast food restaurant. In the middle, the one in the middle. So, doon nagsimula yung Dim Sum versus Sushi. Tapos yung name naman niya, Dim Sum versus Sushi, gusto ko pag gumagawa ko ng brand, nagsasalita na kagad sa logo.
Yeah.
Ayoko na may confusion. Let's say, for example, let's say, let's say, pangalan ng restaurant. Actually, ito, restaurant ko din ngayon. Shokuji. Shokuji. Alam mo Japanese, pero ano ba talaga? Ano ba talaga? Ito, Dim Sum versus Sushi, straightforward sa sabihin Chinese, Japanese. So you know what to expect. Like Pizza Hut, I know it's a pizza house. Burger King, it's a burger place.
Yes.
So Taco Bell, it's a taco. So kaya yun ang brand ng Dim Sum versus Sushi. And yung recall, madali.
Yes. Oh, it's good kasi like for example, if a family goes there, yung kalahati gusto Japanese food tayo Ito.
Yes.
Hindi, gusto po na Chinese. Okay. Hindi, punta lang tayo sa DBS.
DBS.
Everything is there, di ba?
Yeah, DBS. Yun yung shortcut DBS, yes.
I see. Okay. And you prepared all the meals in DBS?
We cook it. No, actually, we have a commissary in Makati, no? Yun yung mga nagawa na marinate na yung mga meats. Pero everything's freshly cooked.
Yes.
Walang naka-pre-cook. Yun yung difference ng pagka siguro ng fast food namin, we cook it fresh.
I see.
Yun yung difference. Hindi katulad na nakapack na kagad. Let's say for example, other fast food joints, nawawala yung quality. Iba yung bagong luto, bagong grill, bagong steam.
Are you happy with the way the Kapampangans here in San Fernando patronize the restaurant?
I don't want to say I'm happy.
Yeah.
Kasi ako now, what I've learned, you have to always parang expect na there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Kasi, or else hindi mag-i-improve.
Yeah.
So, kung magiging complacent ako na, okay, na tinanggap na rin ng mga Kapampangan, ano mangyayari?
Yeah.
So, ako, hindi ko nakikita yung idea na yon na kailangan ko muna. Pero I'm happy with the reception.
I see.
I'm happy because they accepted it. Pero with the way we're performing, I cannot say yes, I'm happy pa. Kahit nasarapan si ganito na ganyan, I think there's always room for improvement on every dish.
Do you want to take it to another level, like franchise it?
Yes, yes. Actually, we're in talks with I have a good friend now. We're trying to package Dim Sum versus Sushi. Actually, when we started, there were a couple of people, no? Siguro more than 8 to 10 who went to DVS getting they wanted to get the franchise, open up in Baguio, in Tomas Morato. I had to reject them.
Why?
Because I don't want to get overwhelmed with the idea na parang, sige, ito, kunin natin. Tapos hindi pa pala kaya ng backbone namin. Hindi namin masusupply, biglang nag-order, let's say for example, yung logistics ng delivery and everything. Siyempre, we want it to be perfect. Because before, I failed before with one store. So, I don't want it to happen again.
Yeah.
So, siguro kasama talaga yung failure. No?
Of course, yeah.
Pero this one, because I really like the brand, we want to take care of it. And siyempre, if we're gonna have future business partners like a franchise, gusto ko maganda yung relationship all the way. Kaya ngayon, on our third year, I see it na parang we're ready.
Ready na siya?
Parang ready na. Pero marami pa nga
Okay.
ayusin. Siguro it will take us a month or to fix everything.
Will you allow a big company like those big corporations to buy it?
I had offers.
Really?
I had
wow.
offers. We had offers, no? Pero I won't mention them, no? They wanted to buy in the company. Tapos i-expand nila. Syempre, up to now, we're still in talks, pero I'm medyo kinda hesitant now. So, let's see what happens.
Who's your favorite chef?
Gordon Ramsay and Thomas Keller.
Favorite food show?
After Hours with Daniel Bulud.
Okay. What about favorite chef competition?
Chef, Iron Chef.
Iron Chef.
Iron
All
Chef.
right. Okay. Anyway, okay. Anong favorite food mo in your whole life?
Inihaw na liempo.
Inihaw na liempo. Talaga?
It's my favorite ingredient. Pork belly.
Talaga? Wow.
I would rather get a pork belly than a good cut of steak.
Really?
Hindi, personally.
Wow.
Sobrang hilig ako.
Well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because a lot of people say steak is overrated.
Kasi it depends on the cut and the quality.
Yeah, yes. Kasi nga, whereas pork belly,
di ba sabi nila, 8 layers of goodness ang pork belly.
Yes, oo.
Ako talaga, I find it interesting eh.
No.
You can do so many things with the pork belly. A steak, hindi mo na pwede simmer.
Correct.
Kailangan grill lang. Kailangan pan fry, bake. Eh, pork belly, ang dami.
Sinigang.
Lechon.
Correct.
Braised.
Yes,
ang dami.
everything. You can do everything with it, no? Okay, what is your favorite ingredient?
Salt, pepper.
Salt and pepper. Okay. Cooked or fresh?
Both.
Both. You can do fresh.
Yeah.
Because of
Sashimi.
sashimi and sushi.
And there are items na you don't want to screw things, no? Like for example, a good toro. If you cook it, then you ruin the dish. Diba? It's better eaten raw.
Yes.
So there are items naman, you have to cook it, like chicken.
Yes.
You cannot eat it raw. So both.
What is your biggest lesson in the kitchen?
Biggest lesson, no? Cleanliness.
Cleanliness. Okay. It starts there, no?
It starts there. Kasi, you know what? If you don't, kasi very, sensitive yung Let's say for example, madumi yung paggawa. Nakakain yung customer na yun pa yung start ng bad mouth sa restaurant. So cleanliness is number one. Cleanliness
number one talaga. Okay, and the rest is Anyway, mga kaibigan, pagbabalik po ang Spotlight, pag-uusapan po natin ang mga high-profile catering na ginawa ni Noval.
We're gonna make 3 kinds of sushi today. We're gonna make a Mother California Maki, a spicy tuna roll, and a uni sushi. So now we're gonna start with the spicy tuna roll. So next, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna mix this is our spicy mayonnaise, no? It's our homemade spicy mayonnaise. We're gonna add it in our tuna. And for some crunch, we have to add the tempura flour. This is tempura batter, fried. So now we put the tuna at the lower part of the nori. And now we start rolling. Then we add a little tuna on top. So add a little more tempura crunch on top. So next, we make the Mother California Maki. Actually, it's California Maki wrapped in salmon. little mango vinaigrette, the sushi. This is the Modern California Maki. Lastly, how can you make the wasabi? Yeah, so now we have to put the rice. Press it down. And then we put a little wasabi. And then this is the uni. This is sea urchin. Sushi. Put the uni. Then we add more urchin on top. Put the wasabi here for decor. Now here we have it. 3 kinds of sushi. Now we have the spicy tuna roll, the Modern California Maki, and the uni sushi.
Nagbabalik pong Spotlight with Chef Noel. Mga kaibigan, usong-uso po ang catering ngayon na po. At may mga catering na 200 pesos. Meron ding 5,000 per plate, no po. Si Noel po, nalaman namin na nakapag-cater na siya at nakapag-charge ng more than 5,000 pesos per plate. Tell us about this very interesting catering.
No, actually kasi, kwento, no? Start ng catering, we started first corporate.
Yeah.
We started on corporate like Ayala Land. We started with the mga iba-ibang companies. Ang dami kasi.
Yes.
So then, nung nakikita ko, pag malalaking function, syempre kailangan pre-cook eh.
Pre-cook. Okay. Yeah.
Syempre, para hindi ka ma-delay and everything. So I started focusing on small groups.
When you say small groups, that's
50,
how many?
100, 80. And then, I wanted them to try dishes na plated. So nag-start yung plating na namin na catering, no? We do it for 20, ganyan.
Yes, yes.
So we did it actually before. I used to do it with mga presidents ng company. There are 12. I'll do the sit-down dinner. And then na-recommend.
Yes.
So ganito. So this person gusto niya i-recreate yung experience nila sa States. So he told me, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. O sige, so I created the menu. We did the food tasting, everything. He said, "Oy, perfect, fantastic. How much siya?" Sabi ko, computed, sir, roughly mga 5,400
pesos per plate.
Plus yung plus na ganito.
Yes.
Kasi iba pa yung cocktail niya. So sit down niya, may cocktail pa siya. Siguro talagang he was really impressed with this with the guest na he's hosting, no. So yun ginawa namin. So we served
naman siya sa 5,400.
Yeah, no, because the friend of this guy, kliyente ko na dati. Yung kaibigan niya nag-recommend sa akin, yun naman mga plates niya mga 4,000, 3,800. So medyo hindi naman, at saka alam mo, you know what, sometimes people think na ang mahal eh. Ang mahal, parang ganyan. Pero they have to understand, it's an experience.
Yes.
You only do that once. You only do it once in your siguro you don't do it naman every month, ganyan.
Yes.
Kaya siguro these people, siguro they're also mga connoisseur, talagang they like to eat. So, I think it was never an issue.
Okay. The question is, para sa ating mga nanonood, no? Yung, ano difference ng nakaupo ka, kasi yung iba, gusto nila, hindi, buffet na lang kasi para ikaw makapamili na gusto mong kainin. At gano'ng karaming gusto mong kainin, gano'n, buffet na lang ang ano natin doon sa chef o sa reception natin. Ano, o yung iba naman, gusto ko nakaupo, sit down, serve ko ng soup, salad, main course, hanggang sa ilang course man yan, tapos dessert, serve ko ng wine. Ano difference?
Ako, what I can say, no? This one talaga, when you get a plated dish, no? Talagang parang wine and dine.
Wine and dine, yes.
I-pair mo ng wine, you enjoy, you talk about it. Every dish, let's see, for example, nag-start kami. I-start namin, no? Hamachi tartar with caviar and avocado. Pagkatapos ng dish, papalinis mo na yan. Tapos sasabihin nila, oh, did you enjoy it? Oh, how's the ganyan-ganyan?
Yes.
Siguro it's more parang, alam mo yun, nagkakaroon ng magandang bonding pa sila.
Yes.
Siyempre, alam mo, you're gonna eat for a long time. It's about 2.5 hours.
For a meal, yes.
For the whole...
Slow food talaga.
Talaga, it's newly cooked.
Yes.
Newly prepared.
And hands-on ka?
Hands-on.
Okay. So it's like having your own personal chef?
Yes, in your house. And then, at saka we're gonna create the kitchen in the back. Our own kitchen.
Yes.
Magsiset up pa kami, tents, ganyan, ovens, and everything.
I see. So this is...
It's like bringing a restaurant in your house.
I see. So can you say that this is the new trend? People are tired of buffet restaurants.
Actually now, even if you see, even in buffets now, you don't see chafing dish na mga malalaki na. Small na, newly cooked.
Ay, newly cooked.
Kasi parang yun yung trend eh. Ngayon, parang who wants to eat a chicken it's been grilled for the past 2 hours, then you serve it. Siyempre gusto mo, kahit naghihintay ka, 5 minutes delay, 10 minutes delay, newly cooked. Like tempura. If I cook a big batch, tapos hindi na malutong, hindi na you won't enjoy it. Siguro yun yung issue eh. It's not naman, kasi some people, they enjoy buffet. Up to now, we do buffet. And the trending now, yung inaano ko lang talaga, is newly cooked.
And the trend now is because nakikita natin sa TV, sa cable, ang daming mga cooking show, ang daming mga professional chef, may sariling show, tapos merong competition on table setting, competition on cooking and everything. So
techniques, mga
yan, people are discussing their food, no? Is it important to discuss the food? Albawa, like for the 2.5 hour, no, from di-discuss nila per entree, no?
Ito, yun yung expectation.
Yes.
When you do something like a plated dinner, you expect them to discuss it.
Yes.
Pero if it's a casual dining, kunyari tayong dalawa, we eat. Tayong dalawa, no? I tell you, Andy, let's go to degustation. Kunyari, for example, ganyan. Okay, let's go to, kunyari, Fresh Laundry. Let's try this. So pagkain natin dalawa doon, yun ang pag-uusapan natin. Yun yung ano natin, yun yung ano. Pero pag sa bahay naman, kumain ka sa bahay, na hinanda kunyari ni mami ko, yung food parang, yun yung nag-create naman ng connection na natin. Pero ang pinag-uusapan na natin dito, more on personal things, not the food.
Yes.
So, when you do something plated, or you do something extraordinary, or syempre, your personal cuisine, you expect them to talk about it.
I see.
Pero if it's a casual dining, syempre, ito nga, paminsan nga, di ba? Paminsan, kumain ka sa bahay ni Gato, uy, ang sarap ng kare-kare niya. Parang ganyan. Talagang pag-uusapan talaga.
Yes. Okay. You pay attention to detail and to even the flowers and everything. No?
Actually, my dad is doing the flowers.
Yes. So it's your partnership with your dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's more in the setup.
I see.
Me personally, I want to focus on what I do best. Is the kitchen.
I see.
The kitchen, the plates, the presentation of the food. Yun yung gusto ko.
How important is your partnership with your dad sa physical setup?
Very important eh. Kasi you know what, when you get us sa package, no, I just don't want you to enjoy the food. I want you to enjoy the experience. It means from the waiters, they should be talagang well served. The plates, it should be clean.
Yeah.
The mantels, the tela, the chairs, kailangan sturdy. Kailangan yung mga plato mo, presentable. So parang ako, when I go into a restaurant, meron ako 100% na parang test. 25% greeting sa akin. 25%. 25% ambiance. At saka malinis ba lahat? 50% yung food. So pag sa first 25 pa lang, medyo palpak na, nagkakaroon ka na ng bad mood. So pagkakain mo, ay, hindi na masarap. Kahit masarap.
Yeah.
Nasisira na yung mood mo eh. Yun yung kailangan namin sa catering. Not only the food, kailangan yung buo. Kailangan they enjoy it from the waiters, from the drinks, yung ice, cold, ganyan. Malaking bagay. Every detail counts.
Okay, sabi nung head waiter mo, napakain nyo na daw si Piolo Pascual, si Willie Revillame, and of course, Presidents Pinoy, Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, Erap Estrada, Archbishop Chito Tagle. So obviously, with all your medyo high profile yung mga tsaka mga in high places, sabi nga nila, ang mga pinapakain niyo sa catering niyo. So how does it feel to be catering for these people?
Satisfactory. Very kumbaga personally very fulfilling. Siyempre, wow, big name. Yes, of course. Kung wala
ka sabihin sa'yo, Noel, pakakainin ko dyan si President
masistress ka. At saka every catering naman, we treat them the same. It doesn't mean you're a higher person or you're a richer Even basta you get our package, it's all the same. The pressure, the stress. Talagang you talk to them, you ask them kasi syempre maraming requirements yan eh. Maraming requirements. Katulad niyan, yung isang caterer ko this coming it's a 3-day event. Kasi gusto niya sit down 3 days, no? Una 25, next 16, the next 20. So pag ginano mo yan, kailangan mo siya kausapin. Talagang kausapin mo, how do you want it served? How do you want it ganyan? Lahat yan, it should be all the same. Pero, very fulfilling. Very fulfilling na these people, they got you, nakataba ng puso. Siyempre, ikaw ba naman, you should be proud, di ba? Na, uy, si Presidente kumain, ganyan.
Okay. Was there ever a time na a high-profile celebrity or a high-profile client pagkatapos niyang kumain, pinatawag ka? Sasagutin mo yan pagbalik ng Spotlight. Mababalik po kami.
It's a beautiful night and you are on Spotlight. It's a beautiful night and you are on Spotlight.
Ibabalik po ang Spotlight, kasama pa rin po si Chef Noel. Okay, Noel, was there ever a time when na-impress yung kliyente sa luto, sa pagkain, and then pinatawag ka?
Oh yeah, it happens. Pero the funny thing is like a show. It's like a show. They call you, then you go out. Oh, this is my chef. Then everyone will stand up. They're gonna clap.
Parang nag-show, no?
Then they're gonna go to you. Thank you. We enjoyed. Very appreciative.
Talaga?
Tapos you
How
talk
does
to
it
them.
feel pag ganun?
Oh, syempre naman. Nakakataba talaga ng puso. Nakakataba ng puso.
Okay. So anyway, you've catered for, anong pinakamarami mo ng na-cater na sa group?
1,000.
1,000. Sino mga to?
This one was the turnover ng the general, PNP chief.
So it's a military event?
Yes, military event, no? Then I also did 1,000 then for Lions Club, Lions Club.
So pwedeng marami, pwedeng konti. Pwede ka rin buffet, no?
Yes.
Gumagawa rin kayong buffet.
Of course.
Yes.
That's the most basic yung buffet.
Catering. Anyway, so kung halimbawa dito sa Pampanga, here in Central Luzon, no, where we are, halimbawa, may negosyante, tapos meron siyang mga principals na dadating sa opisina niya, you can cater for like 15 people.
Yes. No? Yes, because the smallest group that I catered is 5.
5 people.
Yeah.
Kasama dun si Pinoy.
No, si GMA was there. There were only 5.
5 lang
This was
sila.
by Mr. Aboitis, no?
I see.
So I think they had a meeting in their house in San Lorenzo. So they called me. I'll just make I'll tell you the story.
Sige.
So what happened? They called me. Noel, this is from the office of Mr. Aboitis, ganyan. He wants you to cook for 5 people. Asa ko, is it catering or more on parang chef hired? Yeah, it's more on ganyan. Kasi all the plates, lahat, kay Mr. Aboitis. Hindi ko pa pinapansin. Para sabi ko, sige. Sabi ko, computation, para hindi masyado malaki yung kita. Siyempre, profit, ganyan, no? So, siyempre, sabi ko, the big name, kinuha ko. Then when I went there, nakita ko yung guest list. GMA, Lucio Tan.
Uy!
Mar Rojas.
Uy!
Tapos, so sabi ko, na-shock ako. Ninervyos ako. Sabi ko, oh my God, what will I do? Ganyan. Is it prepared well? Ganyan. Then after that, yun, they called me, they were saying thank you, very
Grabe. Okay, pag halimbawa ganito, you've catered for the military, yung mga higher-ups ng PNP and the military, and then next time magkikater ka for Lucio Tan and Mar Rojas and GMA. Do you have security people checking your food?
Yes.
Titikman nila?
Yes.
Really?
You know what? This is a funny thing, no? When every time we cater a president, mga 2 weeks before pa lang, tumatawag na sa yung PNP. Tumatawag siya yung PSG. Sorry, PSG.
Yes.
They get all the names of your waiters, pinapa-clearance na yan, NBI clearance lahat, everything. At saka ito yung the funny thing, no? When we did 1,000 persons in PNP, it was 3 separate events, functions. So we had the hall for 700, then we had 150, parang 250 for all generals, top generals, and 50 for the president. So we had to create 3 kitchens also.
Wow.
1 kitchen for the big party, the big
700.
the big group, and then 1 for Pinoy.
Yes.
And then before, ito pa yung nakakatawa dyan, no? Experience, no? You have to cook everything na sa 50. Dahil pag pinasok doon, wala na pwede pumasok. So it doesn't matter kung lumamig o hindi, basta cook 1 batch. Tapos.
Talaga? So ibang
Pero it talagang ganun talaga. Every time. Even when I did the party of parang General Clet, no? I think he passed away na. The guest was GMA. So ganun din. Same procedure, nakakatawa. Then they give you flags. Kung red ka, dapat dito ka, waiter ka, yellow, ganun, nakakatawa.
Anyway, so locally you're going to open your services here in Pampanga also.
Actually, what we want, kasi nakita ko ang daming mga parties din, daming events nangyayari dito. But I don't know, no? I haven't tested the market because before I catered here for Lasatin.
Yes.
So yung price ko, kung anong price sa Manila.
Yeah.
Then may kumukuha din, mga tiga-Angeles, ganyan. They get me, no? Pati Carlos,
yes.
They get me, no? So sabi ko, marami din palang mga parties.
Yes.
Now I want to test kung ano talaga. So syempre, inquire, magkano yung budget? Ako, I really don't know what's the budget here. So now, what I've decided, no, it's not gonna be 1004 catering, the catering in Manila. It's gonna be Dim Sum versus Sushi catering.
Yeah, I see. So which means, you could go from as low as how much?
Maybe 350?
Yes, all the way to...
sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit, yes. So, okay, like what I asked kanina, like halimbawa, Mr. Laos, for example, would like to impress Japanese people or American people who will visit showrooms, for example, and if they want to impress with your may chef on
sa ano nila, we can do that. We can do that.
No?
Yes. We can do that.
I see. Okay, we know you are Kapampangan. Alam naman natin lahat ng pinakamagaling magluto sa buong Pilipinas are from Pampanga.
Dapat maging proud tayo doon.
Okay, yeah. But how is it catering to people who have excellent taste buds? Like the Kapampangans. Di ba? Ano kasi ang mga Kapampangan?
Mas mataas yung expectations.
Yes.
No? Ako gato lang. Siguro you just do your job well. Do what you know. Trust your palate. Never try to over-impress. Because the more you do something, di ba, sometimes less gives you more, di ba?
Yeah.
Kaya feeling ko pag sa mga ibang tao, like not only Kapampangans or other clienteles, no? If you do something too much, they won't enjoy it. If you do something simple but well prepared, mas na-enjoy nila. Parang siguro that's how I attack it, no? So, even if it's a Kapampangan or Ilocano, Bicolano, I expect them to parang gusto ko talaga sila yung may taste buds talaga. Yun.
Okay. Maraming Kapampangan chef.
Marami.
Okay, maraming Kapampangan chefs. Pati mga restaurateur, no?
Marami.
Kabalen,
yes.
Ang Abe, Larry Cruz, Gene Gonzalez.
Yes.
And now you. What sets you apart from the other young chefs in the Philippines?
Hard work siguro.
Yeah.
Hard work lang.
Yeah.
Hindi, kasi first of all, ako traits to be a good chef, no? First, syempre passion. It should be your passion, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Pangalawa, hardworking ka. Hardworking ka. Kasi, pag nag-cater ka ng 1,000, hindi ka natutulog isang oras. Kasi you have to check the quality.
Kailangan matakaw?
It doesn't mean Pero di ba, may parang kasabihan, don't trust a thin chef. Kailangan medyo mataba daw. Kasi baka hindi doon yung tinitingnan. No, it's a joke.
Correct.
No? No, pero ako, lastly, I think to be successful, your palate. Kasi you may
dapat yung
alam mo pa rin, palate mo talaga maano.
Okay.
Kasi you create your dish You create your dish Baka I may know all the technicalities, kaya gumawa ng Hollandaise, kaya gumawa ng ganito, hindi ko naman alam yung lasa.
Well, you said kanina, problem student ka, no? Okay? So, you didn't know your direction in life.
No direction.
Until you found
what you
your
do.
passion.
Yes, your passion. Yes.
I'm sure there are lots of parents watching us, a lot of students watching us, and they could be experiencing that with their children or they themselves. No? Why don't you give us a message to our people who would like to be chefs in the future?
Chefs or whatever, anong profession, no?
Yeah, anything.
Ako sa tingin ko, kasi some people, they find yung passion nila after 30 years, 40 years, di ba? Iba, banker na, biglang naging chef.
Yes.
Siguro, feel it in your heart. Basically, feel it in your heart. Do I like doing it? You always ask yourself parang medyo psychological, may na konting na, will I wake up, be excited, doing it? Or, siguro I'm blessed na I found it agad, no? Like you, siguro, being sa musical.
Yes.
Siguro, you found it right away. Siguro, ako lang, follow your heart. Follow your heart. Just ask yourself, do I want doing this? Kasi some people, they're forced to do, let's say, for example, profession, dahil kailangan lang. Then, eventually, they kahit hindi nila gusto, pero minahal na nila. Parang ako, my mother-in-law, talagang alam ko, sa gamot Parang something like that. No? Tapos hanggang naging marketing. Hanggang ngayon, she likes what she's doing. Siguro just follow your heart.
And it's never too late.
It's never too late. Actually, it's never too late. And then sa mga batang hindi nag-aaral, mag-aaral kayo. Importante.
And there'll be failures.
Always, every day.
Yeah.
Every day. I think every day. Kasi mamaya lang, kung ano ka talaga, pwedeng magkamali ka sa pagtali ng sapatos. It's another failure.
Yeah.
Magkamali ka sa sobrang salt. Another failure.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every day.
There's nothing perfect. Pero syempre, you strive for perfection.
Well, we are all looking forward to attending parties
Sure.
nag-cater ka dito sa Pampanga, dito sa
Oh, you went na to my mom.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes. And it was very good, a very good experience.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Nagpapasalamat po ako kay Drew Gabriel sa aking kasuotan, mga kaibigan. Ang sikreto sa masarap na pagkain ay hindi nakukuha sa mahal ng mga sangkap o mga gamit. Nasa atin pa rin ang pagpapasya kung sasahugin natin ito ng mga tama at balansing sangkap at pagmamahal. Parang ang buhay. Sasarap lang ito at sasaya ng dahil na rin sa desisyon natin. Hanggang sa muli, ako po si Andy Alvis. Piliin mong maging masaya, kaibigan. Magandang araw.
Masayang kwentuhan, manalbe ka mo yan, painawa man o